ebusia 2024 abato afa de my konkron Ghana into NDC for award Sansona NPP for so award the new force and a movement for change for so at one kwana almost award ye pa enunti ama NDC for the agenda binenam Sansona NPP for so they and agenda so na enam what is going on right now ebusia say no amane boy ni nchemu say Kabila line pa during an interview session at just NDC MPs, any NPP MPs, Obia at our life. Now we any tier we pass up will try and throw any attorney so. I want to say, Cratchy be at one corner with even so panel team, Obi Jamie, Namin stop one at the Omo Canadian. And Yano Kraba Kumpu. Just Obi stop me, allow me to deal with them. Yeah, you Kabila line at just walking Canadian NDC MPs. No, Ebusia. Ebane saying e den na omudi ho nkomo ade ntina Kabila eja line na all Canadian e dey NDC MPs no live on TV na obi nso so epese o stop no ebusia yenko ne enko gin nsem no munchemu na nse be kwa kwoti nsem no munchemu akasa meso say obesa no say aha ye possible multimedia me di media ho cha me din Eddie Francis Achu aka possible me pese me kasa no be tenten no ndie kwan so ka me ho ne enko gin nsem no munchemu na ewia na e fili na cha adwon comment section.
Okay. Yeah, your more examination report.
Oh, sure.
By why?
Sure.
Have you seen one report to our unsighted malpractice of Babida?
No. You see, they are overwhelmed.
Oh, me.
You see,
you see, the conversation must be forward looking.
Yeah.
I'm not here for this banter. When as soon as I say, Obia one interest. We are seeing Obia one interest. Me catch or say. Time bia on my buyer na dwene se obeye ade bia eye here hoden pass ano the bia the problems ba go and check the history of education in Ghana 1951 Kwame Nkrumah here say yenye compulsory basic education for everybody and they introduce awiane anopa school
shift system
for the first time. What happened? Infrastructure was a problem, but of course, some government, you know, obey investing more in expansion. You know, still there were challenges. The American question is, share the positive sides, as well. And results were eba comparatively. What's it? Results no me sa policy now we can say and Ghana from that side of West, you know. Is it a WAEC policy, a West Africa Examination Council, no? And yes, I didn't say Ghana government they can say what in one free.
I don't know, it was COVID period.
Maybe WAEC and they take his decision, no. Say oh yeah.
It's a government program and a mass idea buy. And your WAEC no can say yeah be exam separate mamu. And that's for WAEC is an exams organization body. But say who align with program to schedule with the other. I don't know they are working so hard to bring the schedule back to the September.
Because the four no can say now no I'm exams in June. The four no.
Other four countries.
Yes.
In June.
Yes.
And we couldn't have recognized
it was COVID period, yes.
Okay.
That was it. So
okay, very well.
Well, somebody here can says they will be sending me a daily post. Say in 2012.
Yes.
WAEC we will do a results because of exam malpractices.
Oh, it happens every year.
I'm just saying. Say me make us say African. Now, maybe we secondary school 97. There was a rumor say, oh, our policy schools been 1 year time. We will do more results for no and yet matter. The American question say, oh, share the analytical report of the 2010 population and housing census report. Obi, Ghana for do a near Kosukua, ye walk up to university degree and more, were less than 3%. One more the highest cohort of Ghana for now school pa one or more middle school and I say BEC. Do you know the population? It was less than 15%. And the data no Ghana for if you say lettered it is the facts on the ground empirics no did not support that. And sabi educational reports and research actually say obit me kusuku and now tina classroom check edru at least base and fear do what and I say do so konwa wan go school cry biom na okosua nsa no adwuma e ma no bo no ho modern was hard nsa no adwuma na wo ye no e chen say de wan go school nru sa enti na e ma SHS no e ye ubiquitous e ye imperative so na obi wo ye bibi sa e won some kan I have at some point the posturing of government I questioned it me come a lecture be 2018 e wo Winneba youth group be na tachampon we no assemblyman e no yes ade no sabre no the decision say PTA for mom contribute to ayibia to it na minim ade na etachire it was wrong because they are stakeholders sabi ye school fees grana PTA I
don't think it was say mom contribute. I was say enye compulsory. Untimi shawo for because not PTA and yes I can korani be free school. It make it optional.
Obi na me say the way as ankomodie ni se call ye no was an issue.
Okay.
Emma PTA not die. Enti that nyama na PTA de beba be boa ne sanema nyina ekọ ye kan no ye kan no na say wo be kan tra say ene modern bonu nko nanim compared to wine record. Because comparative records be omo ye ya me hu ye from 2015 up to 2020 free SHS for no more modern a chain before and this notion say the good old days obi the good old days nyama na ye suano primary school any nyama omusua ne difference abamu enti say ade a ebeboa ye nyina ye tum say ade number 1 obi aboa ne access adoso men kan kra no met me de me college Prempeh college I am phantom ye kan frustrate Prempeh college say ye wo 11 houses instead of me we Prempeh college 8 houses me we ye no old boys in kwa ka bomu ma yesi ba ko ka
okay
but ena me no ka say ya nya 2 more houses ba ko ne de ato senior Matthew Opoku Prempeh no say ono na o lead as education minister ne sa anema no Opokuare any other schools anya infrastructure no na enso ani kopem se de ye hu hyan na ewom de but yan kan yan ntum so say ene Prempeh college me na me wo hono no na ye population nyina a free from 1 ekosi upper 6 na ye nru 3000 in fact na akoso ani 2000 enru 2000 ene me nya kwani wo mu kuhia ye student faculty numbers 6000 facilities kakra bi na abeka ho but what it means is say yama nipa dodo na ne omo ko Prempeh college mean others can say for other schools no nyade there also be the issue of equity and no nipa ena kon eko so called na class A schools no edo so chain one mo anankan omunya kwan eko eno so ampa na nyampa ansana obi ye wie no a yan hwe wono mo a wo mokosi akan ama oman no under free SHS at the international level simple ewia ai said na profo kan say o person say ye wia ai resource na de ma wo mo a international level no mo kwa eno so mko di nkunim no eno so enti dabi nye ye kan de enya no nko a Emma and Rameka say Kofi, it then I begs the question say now mono what is your question about this? One Moka say ye Moka say free SHS ye true or false? You did.
Obi.
What I say? And nano Obi. I even had issue say. Me I remember 2016. I said that baby anaman pani akufado a free by the party. New liberal policies no other romano and yadia no mo dia hoden be share free SHS mu a left oriented policies. I have questions say were they going to be sincere? They've proved that say indeed womo any bring won say won be womo with all the challenges and issues challenges na wo no no ye nyina ye nka kwan be na be fa so e ba ko na makan of course ye can so ni e hwe
but eno na the opposition leader e ka say bring stakeholders under one roof, talk about the policy and possibly review it.
Bobby, can I tell you something?
Yes.
I am disappointed with that refrain.
The refrain of what?
I will tell you something. Okay? I had a suggestion, say, policy on mining.
Yes.
The entire illegal mining,
Yes.
Because of Article 2576, which entrusts mineral resources in the state and deny the people who sit on the mineral. And as I say, changes what stops me from to have suggested that to the minister? Nothing. If the former president is indeed convinced he's genuine, he means well, and he wants the progression of that program as he's saying, who stops him from presenting a paper to the government? And now why BBC will be rejected?
Paper to government.
That's also the first stakeholders on ideas. Idea now. Also, he's very critical of it in the media.
Sure.
Time now the criticism no. And all the two paper. Look,
document.
My governance is a people business.
Yes.
Good governance rests on the people. The people be decided say yepe and nebeko. We are sure said the susuya one susuya papa.
Put it on paper.
You can't even write in the papers. People are writing articles in the newspapers. And serious government,
he can also talk about it.
Yes, but what true policy suggestion? And then you ignore your friend Juma. Then he says, me the policy in Kraba. Man, who are ranking member on education?
Very well.
Masa ranking member no parliament. No kasasam no. They are not doing that.
Very well.
They can say yenya critical. Yembongu.
Medase pa. There were other issues, but Kofi Mema just react now for Yemra main issues.
I will not spend time on reactions, but we want to position ourselves looking forward. We are so disappointed in the professor and the doctor. Discussions on it. Now, we are so very political, and they were not minded.
Were they?
Yeah, very, very political. Because Professor Nyako introducing the issues of exams and exam small practices into these whole discussions about 3 years.
But he was then reacting to what he has heard former president say.
And I'm saying that, and you, who is the host of the program, and part of multimedia group, should have immediately corrected him. Mukra Mustation, a story, they were overwhelmed with exams small.
So we read that story out.
And as a professor and someone who is potential to become a deputy education minister, should have known say the examination body raise concerns. Now a stakeholder like His Excellency John Dramani is also echoing it. Say bibia, why should that be linked to say ubekasa the way I look, we are so concerned about the real challenges of free essay.
Okay.
And about exams, more practices. But even in relation to that, I believe Professor Nyako has listened to some of his colleague professors in the tertiary level who say, and I believe you like reading, so you would have read it. Say, one person Musa introducing university entrance exams. That they want to introduce university entrance exams. You have heard this. You have heard this as another level of what? CV. And also we can say President Mahama no can. President Mahama no.
But those are all among for suggestions.
And I'm saying that universities are seeking to introduce that as another level of what? CV. Why would they want to do that? We are talking about, instead of allowing the degree and levels of conjections in the name of access. We are talking about quality free secondary education. That is what is of our interest. And yet this quantity, what do you want to go and you don't care about where they sleep, how they eat, and so on and so forth. No, you cannot give education.
But the quality will be based on outcomes. And they argue said the outcomes the outcomes show that the students are doing well.
If you have a whole ministry that spends almost 100 million in photocopying past questions and preparing students just for exams, just only for exams, past questions, and not printing textbooks, what would you expect to come out? We want to train students for future.